Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol BSTG. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of price action, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. So I don't mean to rub the salt in anyone's wounds or anything like that, but a pretty brutal day. However, after the open, things got interesting, and I want to explain by what I mean by interesting. Now, quick disclosure. Any sort of usage of bullish or anything implying strength, I fully realize that if you bought before today, then there's really nothing. I would sound crazy talking about bullishness, but I'm just talking about what's happened since the open of today. And the big thing that happened that makes this interesting is the price went sideways. Now, if you've been trading long enough, then this will mean a little bit more to those to you, because I'm sure if you've traded long enough, you've seen stocks that after they gap down, not only do they gap down, but then the price just continues to bleed and bleed and bleed the remainder of the day. But that was not the case here. The price did gap down, but then it just started to go sideways, implying there was some buying power there to at least support the price. Now, don't get me wrong. I wish the market was this easy. I'm not saying that just because it gapped down and went sideways that this thing's guaranteed on Monday to go up to 75 cents. Not saying that, no such thing as a guarantee, although I wish the market was that easy. But am I saying that, that's pretty interesting that there was buying and that the price started to at least go sideways? Yeah, it presents an interesting setup. So now that we have today, in the books, and just looking at the quote-unquote story of the price, there seems to be buyers down there around 29. Not seems to be. There are buyers down there around 29 cents. Multiple times the bears try to press down through that area, but each and every time the bulls, they stepped up and said, no, we're not going to let you push down the price any further. Now, are people going to continue to buy at 29 cents next week? Your guess is as good as mine. But as things stand right now, there are people willing to buy at 29 cents. So, that's going to be the key level of support, going into next week. And if this thing's got any chance at bouncing, then you're going to want to see this continue to stabilize. Now, talking about bouncing, if this thing is going to get any sort of momentum upwards, where are some of these levels of resistance at? At this point, it's all about, let's see, what is that level right there at 33 cents. There was somewhat of a little bounce that started to occur, but then the bear stepped in right there and smacked the price back down. So again, if this is going to get any sort of bounce and then create some momentum for itself, 33 cents is that key hurdle that the bulls are going to need to cross. So interesting setup, good amount of volume today. So we'll see how this one all unfolds next week. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point. And like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.